today to make that announcement. Budget is hard. It's so hard. It is the work of so many of our colleagues across the corporation for months and months and months as they come forward and bring this together. So I want to thank everyone in the corporation, the budget officers and the finance officers in all the various business units for the work that they've done, for bringing this forward for probably what is the least contentious budget debate that I have had in 10 years. And in particular, I want to thank the teams in finance, Chris Jasek and his team. I want to thank the teams in corporate initiatives, Chris Stewart and her team, for the great work they've done managing through this process. But this really worked with tremendous leadership from our executive leadership team, tremendous leadership from our city manager, who has taken this on with a real leadership and a real understanding of not just what council needs, but what the City of Calgary citizens need. So David Duckworth, thank you for that. But of course, the person we have to thank the most is our CFO. And you heard earlier that we are blessed to have a Chief Financial Officer like Carla Mayle. Are we ever? And so Carla, to you, and I know you're going to say, no, it was my team, so I'll say through you to your team. But to you in particular, we owe our gratitude for taking us through these really, really tough times. No CFO only wants to deal with budgets that are hard. Someday you want to invest in stuff. But this has been an extraordinary bit of work that we have seen here. And a special thank you to our team and city clerks. This is their second hardest or hardest, would you say? Is Org Day harder or is this harder? About equal. And they both come in the same month. So it has been really, it's tough on them, and particularly Tim and Jordan have been with us in person the last few days, doing really extraordinary work, but the whole team is behind the scenes. There's people getting ready for closed meeting sessions. There's people compiling the amendments and bringing them together, and you've just done a terrific job in the whole team at Clerks, so thank you so much for that. Oh, and thanks, Councillor Collier-Cart. On the Integrity Commissioner, a special thanks to Kathy Palmer, our City Auditor, for managing us through this transition while we didn't have an Integrity Commissioner. And thank you to my colleagues on Council. You know, this budget process, there's a lot that goes on here in public. There's a lot that goes on in phone calls and text messages and behind the scenes. And I know that there were a lot of really tough choices people made. I know a lot of people are thinking, oh, I don't feel good about that, but it was the right thing to do. And I just want to thank you all for dealing with one another with such courtesy, such respect, even when you disagreed with one another, and coming up with an outcome that I personally think is great for Calgarians. I don't know of any other city in the country in the midst of this pandemic that has been able to pass a budget with a negative number in front of the tax rate. I'm very proud we were able to do that. I'm proud we were able to do that while preserving the services that citizens need. I started this week by saying that a budget isn't just a spreadsheet. It's not just a table. It's a document about what we believe in, about what we prioritize, about what kind of city we are trying to build together. And we are building a city where services are delivered efficiently, where we focus on vulnerable, where we create opportunity for everyone. And I think that is what we've done today. We've kept our tax rates the lowest in the country. In fact, we've reduced them. We've looked after business through this pandemic, and we provided services that people need. In short, we've given our 15,000 colleagues at the City of Calgary who do that great work every day the tools they need to make life better every day. So with that, Councillor Collier-Cart, I will ask you to adjourn.
Yes, I move